glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we're checking with her right now.
Guys, there are so many storylines leading into this game today. Alabama wants redemption after an embarrassing performance in the Rose Bowl against Indiana last year. The Hoosiers revamped after that national championship run. Who will showcase that they are the team to beat here early this 2026 season? Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Indiana's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Keelan Russell. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Again, it's Mack. Got it. Shakes off the defender. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on fourth down. Listen, when it's fourth and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this fourth down.
You come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Making side adjustments here. First carry of the season. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Hoover. Quickly to the flat wide receiver screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Gets the back moving. There's some room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Going to the run, it's Beebe. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Caught behind the line, it's shot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Runs through a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the lone running back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Defense showing blitz here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mack. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. They'll run for it. Runs through the tackle. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll run it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for space. It's Richard. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis.
Got a little grass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll give it to him again. He's got space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. He now has 79 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Mack. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. With the catch, it's Rodgers. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Powers through the defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. It's caught.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Mack. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mack. This time it's complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Again, it's Mack. Makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Austin Mack. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody. Mack
from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to barrel in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's shot. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it up to 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Tosses it incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll take a shot. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Throws to the wideout. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 17 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Wolverines getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Got enough for the 1st. He's up to 94 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Right back to the well. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Run in the red zone. It's Beebe. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Mack. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch. You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. Moments like this, you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Running inside, it's Beebe. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The run inside. It's Beebe. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Sends it back in motion. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's shot. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Tide offense rolls onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mack. Got it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mack. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that deployed. He gave his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Got enough for the first. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw it, Hoover. Steps away to find some room. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Here comes that Alabama offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his feet. Maybe some room here. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him. it.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Mack makes the grab. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Jenkins. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mack. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll run it from the gun. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They give it to him again. Picks up the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.